everybody, my name is Jonathan and welcome to Bearly Unboxed. Today I'm back with another Plunderlings video. This is, I think, my third one at this point. I love these figures, but they are a little hard to find, a little hard to get sometimes, and also I will admit they are a little pricey, so I don't buy them very often. But this one is a entertainment exclusive. It has a sticker that says that right here. His name is Plunderstrong Roam, and he is a fawn. So he's Fawn Roam, and he is awesome. I am kind of obsessed with fawns and satyrs, so I had to get him. I actually have one of the Plunderlings, the original small ones that's a fawn. I cannot recall his name at the moment. They all do have a name. But there's a red version of this one I never got. He's on back order, and he has been for a little while. He's the same color as this one. And I really hope that eventually he'll be shipped, but you know, we'll just have to wait to see. So today we're going to take a look at Roam. I had to order him from Entertainment Earth. I pre-ordered him. He is still available on Entertainment Earth. I will put a link down below if you want to look at him, and there's also a lot of other different Plunderlings, Plunderstrongs, and Plunderlongs, which are like tall, skinny ones. And then these I had to order directly from Lone Coconut, who makes these toys. And these came actually before he even showed up, like weeks before. So I had these just sitting there. This is a muscle crate, and it says berry because that is his color. He's berry colored. And then they also have the Plunderlings Berry Hatchlings crate. And let me go ahead and show you all the barcodes for these. I don't know if you'll need those, but this is his barcode. He's only on Entertainment Earth. This one has this barcode. This I got directly from Lone Coconut. I will put a link down below to their website shop, and then this one as well. So the Hatchling crate will be tiny bodies that you can use for their extra heads that they come with. So let's get him out of the box. He has a bunch of accessories behind him that you can't see very well. He also has alternate hands, and he has an alternate head that's actually fallen out of its placement. It's supposed to be behind him, but it's on the bottom down here. So let's get him out of the box. And also, there's something special you can do with the box, too. I'll show you. Here's what he looks like out of the box. I still have to get him unstrapped from here, but I thought I'd show you a close-up of that. And then here are all his accessories that you couldn't really see inside the box. And this was the head that had fallen. So he comes with two alternate heads and alternate hands. He has some bongos. These little hands actually are for the little body. So they give you like multiple accessories that you can use for other things. And he also comes with a sword, which is really cool. The small Plunderling version of him also has a sword. Now, as far as the box goes, it comes with these extra add-on pieces that are like his ears, and these ones have horns. These toys were constructed and hand-painted with great care. Please carefully loosen the joints after unboxing. You may need to apply heat with a hairdryer, which I have mentioned before. We hope playing with these brings you the same joy and happiness we felt while creating them. We are extremely grateful to the fans that brought this project to life. For more information, visit www.plunderlings.com. I will put that link below. So these originally were a Kickstarter for these smaller ones, and I backed it, and this one was not part of the Kickstarter. He came out afterwards. just like this guy did. So there was a Plunderstrong and Plunderlong Kickstarter, and I got this guy from that one. And I brought him over because he's also red, and I wanted to kind of show him off in comparison. And they are a very different color red. So I was kind of hoping they were similar enough to be able to swap the heads and hands and stuff, but they're not. So that's okay though. He can hang out here with us while we unbox the rest of this. All right, I got him out of the package, and he is pretty cool. I will say he has some white, like, residue on his one leg, and his one leg does not want to move. And so that's going to need, it's this one. This one does not want to move very well at the hip, so I'm going to need to use some hair dryer on that eventually. So he does have a butt. I got to show that right away. He's pretty cool. I will say his waist is really loose. I don't know why that's so loose. And this leg that does move is also kind of loose. All the other joints are very stiff, but in a good way. Like, that way it stays where you put it. So as far as articulation goes, his head can turn and go up and down. His chest also has a joint that can go up and down for lots of range of motion. His shoulder is on a ball joint. And the arms actually do come out pretty easily. So that was unexpected. All right. The bicep has a turn. The elbow can go up and down 90 degrees. And then the hands are on a ball joint and can go up and down. The legs can move at the hip. This one is the one that's stuck though. And then they can turn at the thigh. And the knees are double jointed, so they can bend about that much. And then his foot is also on a swivel joint, but can go up and down as well. And that one's a little stiff too, so we're not going to force that at the moment. And he can stand pretty well, I say. But also, when I was unpacking his accessories, I broke the handle on this bongo. So here is the other bongo where the handle is not broken. The detail on this is really, really well done. I had a really hard time pulling them out of the plastic, and I was trying to pull it out by the handle. Bad mistake. So definitely, if you get this, be careful with that. So that I will have to glue. So I'm just going to put that off to the side. I did notice there's also little red bits of plastic that is like residue coming off of him from the factory. So be careful with that. Here are his extra hands. They're both gripping hands, and that way he can hold the drums or the sword. And then here is the sword, which is really cool, actually. I like it. It feels kind of like really brittle plastic, I'm not going to lie. I would be careful with that. So, the quality for these figures is usually pretty good, but I will say, having that break and the way this sword feels, I'm a little concerned. Here are his fists that go with the smaller body. And then, let's see, I'll show you how to remove the heads, because he does come with 2 alternate heads. And the teeth on these are very shiny. I love that. I think it's kind of a cool little aspect. And then here is the other one. I like this head a lot. My camera does not want to focus very well today. So But there's what that head looks like. The heads, usually just you gently pull them and they pop right off. And then the other one should pop right on. Alright, so I got the other head on, but I actually did go and I warmed up all his joints real quick. This head does not want to stay on. It just comes off so easily. I don't know why that is. This arm also keeps popping out. And I warmed up him with a hairdryer and I still cannot get this leg to move. So I gotta say, so far I am really not impressed, especially with the price tag that I had to pay to get this figure. And so I'm a little upset by that. I might have to contact Entertainment Earth and see if they can send me a different one, or I don't know. The joints on this are so bad. Some of them are so loose, like this leg, and this leg can come off really easily, which is fine because it goes right back on. But this leg I cannot get to move whatsoever. So far, this is not a great review, is it? Broken drum, and the figure does not want to pose correctly. The head doesn't want to stay on. Let's try the other head and see if that is any different. You can hear it's very rubbery. Okay, that one is staying on a lot better than the other one. Nope, I was wrong. It's popping right off. Wow, this figure... so afraid I'm going to break it. Okay. So I guess that's as good as the heads are going to be for now. So let's sit him to the side for a moment. I'm going to test putting this in the hand without putting the hand on him. So that's what this would look like. So it's kind of cool how he can hold that. I'm very concerned about that one breaking like the other one did, though. So now I'm being over careful. Now this sword, the red hands and all the other, most of his body parts are very rubbery, whereas the sword isn't. So that actually works really well, getting him to hold it really easily. So let's try, now that he's warmed up, let's try taking the hands off. Alright, so the hands just pop right off, and then we'll put this one, I'm going to take the sword out because I don't want it to break. This figure, I will say, does not give me confidence for ordering another one from them in the future. And they're supposed to be making eventually the Plunderlong Fawn, and I think he's this color because the little one matches the color of this one, so I'm just assuming, I think he's that color. I think they showed pictures back when the Kickstarter was on. But here he is with the sword and the grimacy face. That is really cool. I just really am bummed out about the quality control on this figure. A lot of toys lately, the quality control has been really, really lacking. So, yeah. It's very disappointing overall. Let's get open this Plunderlings Hatchling crate and see what these look like. These, I believe, there should be, yeah, there's 2 in here. You usually get 2 per crate, and these, they are like little centaur bodies instead of a satyr or fawn body. And they have these giant arms because they come with hands that actually match the hands on these smaller Plunderlings figures. So if I had the red one of him, these hands would match the hands on that one. And so these are meant to be put inside here. And I only have fist hands for all of these little centaur bodies. Centaur bodies. Let's make sure we're putting these on the right body, or right arm. Correct arm. Wow, these do not want to go in very easily. They always tell you to warm their figures up because things go in better when they are warmed up. They get a little more rubbery. Alright, so there's the little fists on that. And they kind of look ridiculous, but that's kind of the whole point, is that they're supposed to be sort of silly looking. And then you can take their alternate head and put it on this little centaur body. And it's just so ridiculous and cute at the same time. I love it. And then you have like little companion figures to go with the big ones. These do not want to stand up very well. Again, I don't know. I'm not very impressed. You're losing me here, Plunderlings. He's kind of leaning on his fist. So, oh geez, my last two Plunderling videos, I've thoroughly enjoyed unboxing the toys. This one is giving me a lot of anxiety. I'm not gonna lie. It's buyer regret. Okay, let's get the other body put together here. Now, if I was able to finally get that one that's back ordered, he comes with gripping hands that you can use on these little centaur bodies so they can actually hold weapons and accessories and things. Although I don't think they would hold it very well because the bodies are so small and they would tip over. I am having the hardest time getting these hands in. All right. We're going to say that's in. And then here is this head. Okay. And there is the other little one. That one's cute. Oh, and he's got plastic all over him. There's so much red plastic residue coming off of these figures. That one stands up better than this one. This one, the feet must be slightly bent in a weird way, so he doesn't want to stand up. So his hips, he's tipping over. And they are very top heavy with those big heads. So there you have the little hatchling Plunderlings. Now I'm curious to see what is in this muscle crate. This might be like more accessories. Like, I don't know if this has hands. It shows weights, so I'm wondering if it's like a set of weights for weightlifting. Oh no, I see some red stuff in here. So let's see. Okay, so this is just more hands. So you get 4 more hands. And I'm not sure. You get fists, which is cool. I'm assuming these are all different sculpts than what we already have. Yes, these are really cool. So we have like this hand that has a magnet in it. You can see this little flat part. That way he can hold certain items that have a magnet. I don't think Yeah, those do not have a magnet in them. This helmet has a magnet, but it's only magnetic for the head. Yeah, I can feel it resisting the magnet on that. Alright, so there's two of these. They both have a magnet in them. Those are really cool sculpted hands. Look at how cool those look. I love that. Alright, and then there's these two kind of hands that look like they're holding a teacup. I swear, it looks like he has his little pinky out, like he's holding a little teacup to drink it or something. So it's kind of funny. I think these are just sculpts that they had for all the other figures from the Kickstarter, and they decided to mold them in the berry color so you could have a lot of variety. And these are fists, so I think we'll give him one of the fists, which would be this one. I don't want to give him the wrong hand. Okay. And all the fists and hands can move up and down, which is really cool. So there he is with the fist. So very cool how many accessories that he can get. Now, I mean, I did have to pay extra to get this muscle crate, and I kind of wish it would have came with at least one or two like weapon items that could go with these hands, especially these little grippy hands. And I don't think, okay, that does work. So you can put the drum in that hand as well. So not bad. Now he should have a magnet in his head. So this helmet, well, it doesn't work because he has horns, unfortunately. Yeah, I forgot he has the horns. But a lot of the parts are interchangeable between different figures. Like there's some figures that have like hair pieces or little hats, and some of them will work. I do have probably one item that would work. Let me grab. This is Cheddar. He was from the Plunderlings Kickstarter, and he's one of my favorites. And he has a little blue mohawk, and it's magnetic on his head. And I want to see if it works. It does. So you can give Roam a blue mohawk if you wanted to. And I really wish they would have released a bunch of the accessories in alternate colors. I would have loved to have bought a whole pack of alternate mohawk colors. Like maybe one that was this like magenta color, this brownish kind of magenta color. On camera it looks a little more brown than it is in person. So let's do a comparison of these side by side. So let's see, they're about the same height. I think, let's put them next to each other. It looks like this guy is a little taller because of his legs. So that's kind of cool. And you can see they are very different reds when they're next to each other. So yeah, I love this guy. And he actually looks really cool with the mohawk. It's almost the same blue. It's a lot darker, obviously, but that kind of works. But if you want to see unboxing him, I do have this guy in one and a Plunderlong in the other, which I don't have here with me at the moment. But wow, this is a lot of hands. I will say that some of the red on these is slightly different colors. When you look at these two hands on the back, they look very similar. But when you flip them over, this one seems a little less berry and a little more red. Like, obviously it's a darker red than that, but I noticed that with a lot of his parts too. They are slightly different colored, like his pelvic piece is a little different red. You can see that on camera. I am super bummed about this leg not wanting to move. It feels just like it's stuck, and it's probably factory goo or glue. I don't know. So that is unfortunately unfortunate. So, all right. So this sure is a lot of hands. Like I was saying, like a whole pile of alternate hands. I don't know how often I would use those. These guys are making me smile though. I think it was worth it just for these. So, very cute. I love the little tail. And the tail does not move, I don't think. Oh, it does move. Oh, wow, look at that. The tail does move. Very cool. Let's see, does it move on the other one? Yes. That is really cute. I didn't expect that amount of detail to these tiny little bodies. I am super excited that if I ever do get the other one of these in the red, I can have one with his alternate head and one with this guy's alternate head on these little bodies. It'll be really cool on my display. So he does not want to stand up at all. Can you stand up here? Oh, so he does stand on the drum. How funny. All right, so you'll have to let me know what you think of these. I myself am a little disappointed in the quality of this figure compared to all the joints on this one are really sturdy. Like they're not stiff and they're not loose. They're just perfect. And the same thing with these guys too. So something happened with the quality control for this figure, and I wonder if anyone else has had the same issues or if I just got unlucky getting this one. So this figure, I didn't mention, does run kind of pricey. He is $59.99, so you're paying $60 for this figure, and when I have all these issues with it, it's really bumming me out. So I think I am going to contact Entertainment Earth and see if maybe I can get a replacement one. So I will have to see if they'll be able to do that and send me a new one, and I'll have to do maybe a little short video unboxing that one to see if it's any better. I'd be afraid to get another one that isn't good, and then I think I might just not buy them anymore at that point, and that would really bum me out. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know down below what you think in the comments section, and also like the video if you liked it. Share the video if you know someone who might also be interested in these type of figures, and subscribe if you're not a subscriber. I put videos up every week of new toy unboxings and reviews, and I have a lot of fun doing it. Thank you guys so much for all your support. Take care. Love you guys. Bye.